game plan did you mean for Copeland to get that shot?
To tell you the truth, we left the decision up to Jabril. Put the ball in Jabril's hands, had Josh sprint out instead of on ball, had Isaac on the single side, and had Devontae and LJ on the other side, and just told Jabril, if you can get to the rim, they collapse on you, and one of those three are open, kick it out. And so I thought he made a terrific play, terrific decision. His man inched in a little bit, he snapped it to him, made the shot. So that was, it was designed to get Jabril the ball on ball, have three shooters out there, and let him make a decision.
Jabril, not just that play, but it seemed like his energy throughout the game, but particularly in the second half, it seemed to really give you guys a lift.
I told the team, rightfully so, everyone's going to focus on not just the shot, but Isaac had a very good game also. But I thought that Jabril, that was one of his better games at both ends of the court. Then you look at starting the second half, we put him on 45, and he does a decent job. I mean, he's guarding little guys, he's guarding big guys, and he can, and that's what he does. And we feed off of, you guys have heard me say this many times, we feed off of his energy. And he provided a lot of energy today at the defensive end and the offensive end. I think it's good to, people talk about those drives and penetration he gets in there, but at the defensive end, he's working his behind off and on down to that last possession, coming up with a steal.
John, a second straight game with single-digit turnovers. I think you only had 3 in the second half today. Just can you speak to kind of the attention to ball security lately for you guys?
Yeah, it's key. It's paramount. We can't turn the ball over. We have to get shots every time down the court. That first half, I'm all over the place here. The first half, I thought we were getting good looks. I thought we were getting the shots. I mean, the ball just was not falling through the net. It's another game yet again where I feel like we gotta go back and look at it. But I felt like we had 10, 11 3-foot shots in the first half alone that just didn't go in. So just kept telling the guys, relax. Let's not get fancy on offense. We're getting good looks. It's not like we're just taking a bunch of perimeter shots. We're getting to the rim, we're getting it inside, and we're getting open outside shots. The ball will go in. It didn't, but our focus on defense, that's a hard team. That's a very good team. That's a mature team. They know how they want to attack you. They know how to take advantage of defensive situations. And they put pressure on you. There's so many guys that can hurt you. You can sit and talk over and over again about how Jones is not an outside shooter, but you still can't stop him. You can't stop him. So that being said, I thought overall defensively, I thought our effort was pretty good. It was a Big East game. It was a tough physical game. It's a Big East.
In film study, had they allowed two to bring the ball up the floor with no help like they did against Jabril twice in that fourth quarter? Jones.
Okay, 21.
21.
Who's two? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. He has the ball in his hands a lot. Absolutely.
John, the other day you said that when Isaac had 16 points against them in the Bahamas, there was some early rebounding. You thought got him into a comfort zone and got him going. And today he had 6 rebounds in the first half, and then the offense got going in the second half. You just kind of sense sort of the same way for him this time?
After I say what I say, I'll let him answer that. I know he has been effective. When he makes hustle plays for us, when he's finding there for rebounds, when he's getting deflections, when that happens, then all of a sudden the ball starts falling for him. And we need him to do that. We need him on the boards. We need him getting deflections, using his length and athleticism. And when that happens, then all of a sudden he finds a way to get his points.
The stretch, you're down 12 in the first half. The stretch that last few minutes of the half, you think it was like a 10-2 run. I think Hopkins had a couple plays to spark you, and obviously to go into the half only down 4 when you only shot 30%, down 12. That seemed like it was a pretty big stretch right there.
It was, and I think we were able to get some stops. We were able to get some transition baskets, and that got us going. We early on, we weren't getting stops, and so you have to get stops. You have to get rebounds to get out in transition, and we want to get out in transition as often as possible. I think that loosened us up a little bit, along with the rebounding that you said.
Isaac, can you kind of give us your account of that last play and kind of what's going through your mind there when the Bill's driving and you get to the ball and you've got that look at the basket?
Honestly, Coach said it all. We gave Jabril the ball and told him they could play, so everybody just spot up in their corner and I made a shot.
Coach, their coach said you obviously feel pretty comfortable against them. I mean, is there something about what they do in this matchup that for you offensively gets you into a comfort zone?
I wouldn't say so much about their team specifically. It's just me, having confidence, game in and game out. It just depends, depending on whatever player it is. It can be anybody on our team, and he could be nice. So tonight's my night, and it's been 2 times against Butler so far.
Jabril, talk about your energy to close the first half. Seemed like you got your team going a little bit.
Well, I started pressing up on Roosevelt a little bit, and I seen that was kind of speeding them up, and we were able to get some stops. And when coach said in the locker room at halftime, but when we got energy, the ball started to fall for us on the offensive end. So I just knew that we needed something to happen for us because they were getting a big lead on us.
Coach, did you talk to your team about shooting in the first half? You shot 30%, second half 48%. What adjustments did you make at the halftime?
Not many. I mean, I thought, as I said a few minutes ago, we were getting decent looks in the first half. It just didn't drop. Now, we made a concerted effort to drive, to get to the basket, to get into the paint, and see what happens. When we were in there, we wanted to make sure, we got the ball to the big fella as often as possible. So we wanted to get it inside more.
Jabril, with Devontae somewhere out on the court, I'm sure there's some natural instinct is to find him the ball, but obviously you went to Isaac and it worked out. What did you kind of see on that last play, and how much confidence you have in Isaac in those moments?
I seen Barlow. I seen that he was lining up. He was going to be guarding me when I was coming down the court, and Josh was coming up to set the screen. And when I was going over in the right direction, I seen him inching over to the other side of the screen, so I just refused it. And then Isaac was wide open. And Coach always says one of our mottos is trust each other. So I snapped it to him, and he made a big play for us.
Jabril, 2 wins in a row. What's kind of been going right for you guys during this little stretch, and how much momentum do you think you have going into Monday?
We playing hard. When things get tough, we grind it out. Coach always tells us to keep grinding it out no matter what. So that's what we've been doing the last 2 games. It was a tough game on the road against DePaul, and today Butler came in and they was playing us tough, and we grinded it out and we were able to come out with the W.
Do you agree with your coach that this was probably one of your better games since you've been in?
I mean, I think
He's trying to get him in trouble.
I just think that I was able to make some big plays today.
6 assists.
On defense and offense end, so I'm just happy we got the one.
Coach, you've talked about how you have to stop with the designation of players as just being freshmen and they're just other players on the team. Can you mark this as kind of a turning point for Isaac and other guys in terms of just, being trusted more out there?
No, we've long past that point. I mean, it's not like, today everyone in that locker room's going to say, ooh, Isaac's pretty good. We know that. And so that's something that has happened through weeks and months of workouts and watching them and playing with them. The trust has been there.
Coach, Dunham had 13 points for them, but they all came in the first 13 minutes. So was there a strategic change for you guys there, or was it just more effective at what you guys were trying to do coming out of the start?
We spent a lot of time with Aaron on him after that first 13 points. You were on him a little bit too, right? I think Aaron and Jabril switched over to him. That was a strategic change.
John, the challenges don't stop. Villanova Monday, since we may not have a chance to talk to you before then, just your initial thoughts on what that matchup presents.
I mean, if you look at our league, every game is tough. Every game. I think I said in here. I know I've said it several places publicly. The difference between the top and the bottom is minuscule, and so we have once again on Monday a very good team is coming in here. We got to be ready to play.
Isaac, Butler came in leading the Big East in rebounding margin. You had rebounding 35-33, 9, mix up 6 offensively. So what was the focus there to make sure that you'd be able to take care of the rebounding part of the game?
All week leading up to this game, Coach has been stressing how they lead the league in rebounding, so we knew going in it was going to be a fight, so we just made sure we had the box down and grab the ball.
Any more questions?
Just Jabril, the Villanova game, obviously you're a Philly guy. Just I know it's just finished this one, but just your thoughts on that matchup.
I think that we just gotta come out. We gotta play tough because we know that they're gonna come in. They're gonna be aggressive. They're gonna be right at us, and So we just gotta be ready to play, keep playing Georgetown basketball, and grind it up.
Thank you.
Thank you.